It was Halloween night, 1926. The greatest magician the world had ever seen, Harry Houdini, lay dying in a hospital bed. The man who had escaped locked chains, sealed coffins, even being buried alive, was now trapped in the one thing no one could break free from: death itself. But what if Houdini's death wasn't an accident? What if someone wanted him gone? And what if his final act of defiance wasn't a trick, but a message? Tonight, we'll uncover the mastermind behind Houdini's mysterious demise, a web of rivals, religious fanatics, and secret societies, all of whom had reasons to see the handcuff king silenced forever. Born Eric Wise in Budapest in 1874, Houdini was not just an illusionist. He was a force of nature, the symbol of human willpower. From handcuffs in jail cells to underwater locks, Houdini dared the impossible. Crowds called him the modern Prometheus. Every escape was a slap in the face of fear itself. But behind that showman's grin was a man with enemies. Because Houdini didn't just break chains. He broke illusions, including those of spiritualists, the self-proclaimed mediums who claimed to speak to the dead. After the death of his beloved mother, Houdini was devastated. He wanted to believe in an afterlife. He visited mediums, seances, the whole mystic circus. But what he found was fraud. Hidden trumpets, invisible strings, smoke, mirrors, and lies. From that day, Houdini declared war. He used his fame to expose fake psychics, revealing their tricks on stage, in newspapers, and even to the United States Congress. This crusade made him enemies, powerful ones. Spiritualism wasn't just a fad. It was a movement with millions of believers, millions of dollars, and a few dangerous secrets. And at the center of it all stood one woman, Mina Crandon, better known as Margery the Medium. Margery was the darling of Boston's upper class, elegant, charming, and allegedly able to summon the dead. Her seances were legendary. She had the endorsement of respected scientists, and even the backing of Scientific American, which had offered a $2,500 prize to anyone who could prove genuine psychic powers. Margery was their star contender, until Houdini showed up. Houdini joined the investigative committee, bringing with him his skepticism and sharp eye for deception. Within days, he exposed her ectoplasm as nothing more than animal liver wrapped in gauze. Her ghostly voices, ventriloquism, her levitating tables, hidden foot levers. He humiliated her and destroyed her credibility. Public disgrace turned Margery bitter, but her husband, Dr. Lou Roy Crandon, took it personally. Behind his calm, surgical precision brewed something far sharper: revenge. Dr. Crandon and his wife weren't the only ones who wanted Houdini gone. He had stepped on too many powerful toes, including members of secret spiritualist societies, some rumored to be tied to high-ranking politicians. Then came the strange letters, threats warning Houdini, to stop meddling with forces beyond his comprehension. He brushed them off, just another challenge to conquer. But then came Montreal, October 1926. Houdini was backstage at McGill University, nursing an injured ankle. A student named J, Gordon Whitehead, a stocky theology student, approached him. He admired Houdini's strength and asked, "Is it true, Mr. Houdini, that you can withstand any blow to the stomach?" Before Houdini could rise or brace himself, Whitehead struck. Hard. 3 times. The magician collapsed, grimacing, but waved it off. "I'm fine," he said. Days later, his appendix ruptured. By Halloween, he was dead. The official story? Peritonitis caused by a ruptured appendix. An unfortunate accident. But the details don't add up. Whitehead vanished soon after. No trial, no further questioning. And according to eyewitnesses, he had been spending time with spiritualists shortly before the encounter. Even more curious, Houdini had been scheduled to testify before Congress to expose fraudulent spiritualists operating in the United States. He died just days before the hearing. Coincidence? Or a cover-up? Some historians believe the spiritualist movement had grown desperate, and that Whitehead wasn't acting alone. Others whisper about poison, or that Houdini's doctor, a known friend of Dr. Crandon, delayed treatment deliberately. Every version points to one truth: Houdini's death benefited his enemies more than anyone else. Ironically, Houdini himself promised his wife, Bess, that if there was an afterlife, he'd find a way to contact her. Every year on Halloween, she held a seance, waiting for a signal, a secret code known only to them. For 10 years, she waited. For 10 years, silence. Then, in 1936, she gave up, whispering through tears. 10 years is long enough to wait for any man. But some claim the signal did come. Faint, distorted, and fleeting, transmitted through static in a radio broadcast. Was it real? Or was it the final illusion? One last escape from the realm of death? So, who was the mastermind behind Houdini's demise? A jealous student with poor timing? A vengeful spiritualist determined to silence her biggest critic? A network of mystics threatened by exposure? Or Houdini himself, pushing his body too far, obsessed with his own myth of invincibility? The truth may be a combination of all these. A web of pride, pain, and irony. The man who mocked death, killed by his own refusal to rest. Because that's the cruelest trick of all. The escape artist who could slip through any chain, couldn't escape his destiny. Houdini's death remains unsolved, a mystery suspended between fact and illusion. And maybe that's exactly how he would have wanted it. Because even in death, Houdini performs one final act, keeping us guessing, doubting, wondering, asking ourselves the same question he lived by. what is real, and what is just another trick. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mystery behind Houdini's death, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Renaissance Reframed, where we uncover the stories that history tried to hide. Because sometimes the past still has a few secrets left to reveal.